I'm in love with the Coca-Cola Oreos. I am very excited to try these today. We have Oreo Coca-Cola and Coca-Cola flavored Oreos and Coca-Cola, and I have some milk that I'll get out later. So we're gonna go through all this. This is way overdue. I'm sure everyone's already done all of this already, but I have all these products and I'm excited to try all of them. I haven't eaten dinner. I worked up a sweat, and let's get into it. Some of the best packaging I've seen from Oreo in a long time. There was good advertisement for it and everything too. Still think these are gonna be nasty, but I'm excited. Those are rich. I don't know if you ever like order a rum and Coke or like a mixed drink at a bar and you just get that whiff of Coke, or you crack open a bottle or a can or something and you get that whiff. That's exactly what that just reminded me of. These are beautiful cookies. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It looks like you're a moon landing right there. You believe in the moon landing? Look at that. Oreo does. All right, so we're gonna try it raw. It looks like cream is almost like a slightly off-white. Is that supposed to be like the bubbles if you pour it? I don't know. Let's try it. A Coke bottle. That red side almost tastes like the yellow, the vanilla cookie. And so you can hear my dog and cats just fighting in the background. You know, dogs and cats being dogs and cats. And there's popping candy. It's very, very minor popping candy. It's not like some of the Pop Rock or the Firework Oreos that have come out in the past. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm excited to try it with these other things because by itself, it does taste like Coke. It's like very subtle Coke with Oreo and then also the vanilla cookie. That's what I'm getting. So yeah, it's interesting. Let's mix some drinks. All right. Ooh, that one just says Coke. Coke. And yeah, the other Oreo side is fine. Got my glass of milk, and let's see how this tastes. For the packaging, like that's like little bubbles, and then that almost looks like a bottle cap. I don't know if you can see that. It almost looks like a bottle cap. That's kind of cool. All right, I think it's saturated enough. Let's try it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it's just weird. The milk doesn't really help anything. It helps if you don't like a dry cookie, like it makes it more wet and saturated if you like that going down, which I do appreciate that. But as far as adding flavor or bringing out unique flavors, it doesn't really help the case. It's just a weird flavor. It does remind me of Coke, and I have heard that Coke and milk has been a combination in the past. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let you drink some of this. So I've been told, you know, through some old timers of work, that this is a combination. This is a legit combination, Coca-Cola and milk. You say milk or milk? Let me know. So I'm gonna do equal parts regular Coca-Cola and equal parts milk, and I might just try that by itself and then dunk a cookie. I can't remember the last time I had a regular Coca-Cola. All right, so we got some chalky milk, Coca-Cola, and milk. I'm just gonna try it by itself, see how it tastes. Ooh. You know, it's kind of giving root beer float. You know, if you've had a root beer float, root beer, vanilla ice cream, it's kind of along those lines. Yeah, I don't know. It's good. Would I do it? No, but it's good. Like if it's in front of me, I'll drink it if I'm thirsty. But let's dunk an Oreo now. I don't think this is gonna do too much craziness to it, but let's try. All right, it's a little bit foamy. Let's try it with Coke and milk. Why was that kind of nice? Wow, that actually was better than just the regular milk. I think the Coke with the Coke Oreo really helped tag team everything, and that actually made it much better. Man, I just thought this was gonna get worse and worse and worse as we went on, but that was actually kind of delicious. Okay, unfortunately, I think I have to chug this so we can go into the Oreo Coke. So, bottoms up. Okay, if you have a drink out there, if you're drinking with me, I cheers you. Cheers. And down the hatch. Coke and milk is a passable drink, but I still prefer either Coke by itself or milk by itself. And it has been a while since I've just had a straight up Coke, so, you know, my body's like, what is this? So now I'm just gonna try a swig from the Oreo Coca-Cola. It's zero sugar, unfortunately, so, I mean, I like zero sugar drinks, but I feel like sometimes the flavor is that fake flavor. What do they got up in here? They got that 0 calories. I always feel so silly like holding this in, but it has that aspartame and sucralose, so you can see the ingredients right there. I'm very curious how Oreo Coke's gonna taste. So let's, I think this is the only form it came in. I don't think it came in like a regular Coke with real sugar or anything. Oh, that's fresh. Ooh, it smells kind of like a chocolatey Coke. That's quite nice. That is actually quite nice. I think this is much better than these. I think my favorite Coke of all time is probably vanilla. If you have one of those special machines, can maybe do like a cherry vanilla. But vanilla Coke is probably one of my favorites. And this is like, I mean, it's Oreo Coke, but that's a good flavor. That's a good flavor. Let me know if you've tried this. Let me know what you think. Do I like it better than regular Coke? I don't know. Sometimes regular Coke just hits the spot. And then Diet Coke just has a weird flavor that's oddly addicting. And then Coke Zero is just like its own thing. And it's like a very unique flavor. And this is the zero. This is leaning towards the zero flavor. This isn't leaning towards the Diet Coke flavor. So if you prefer the zero, which I think is more true to the actual Coca-Cola flavor, this is leaning more towards that, which I appreciate. Diet Coke is like in its own complete separate category. All right, let's pour a glass of this and dunk another Oreo. Actually, I probably shouldn't have poured that full of a glass because this does have caffeine in it, and I'm trying to like go to sleep at a good time tonight. It is a Sunday that I'm filming this. So let's oh, we got the drinks. Cheers. And what other designs do they have? They have Coca-Cola, Coke, and the cheers. I think that should be it, right? Hopefully there's no other designs. If there is, I'll include them. Man, how can it have that so strong of a stench? Okay, that looks freaking disgusting in a glass. Oh my gosh, what do they use Coca-Cola? Like use it to like clean your toilets or your sinks or something? I've seen people do that with that, so. Coke Oreo and Oreo Coke. It's a science experiment. Oh, and the Oreo looks all nasty. All right, let's try it. I didn't think it would be this complicated. So this by itself is probably the most delicious thing that I've drank tonight. But this in conjunction with the Oreo Coke flavored Oreo, it's actually too much. So the milk actually permeates throughout the cookie. It gets up into the cookie's, veins and everything. This, it stays on the surface. So it hits you immediately at the front of your tongue and you're like, whoa, that's double Coke action. And then it immediately just goes to like a wet cookie at that point, like a watered down Oreo. But when you add the milk and the Coke, so maybe if I added milk to this, that's like a whole other combination, but I think we're at the point already. If you do milk with the Coke, you get that like sprung at the front, like, whoa, double Coke action, and then the milk that also continues to saturate the cookie instead of everything just being at the surface. So I think the best combination is these two with the Oreo, but just drinking by itself, I appreciate this. The cookie was kind of average overall, so I guess I'll just rate everything. So the Coke flavored Oreo, on the dessert scale, this is like very novelty you had to have at a party. People try once, you hand it around the office, around school, you're like, hey, try this cookie, and they're like, oh, that's weird. And yeah, honestly, dessert scale, I probably give this like a 4. And then on the Oreo scale, I'm actually crazy enough, I usually give lower on the Oreo scale. On the Oreo scale, I'm actually gonna give this a 5. Flavor-wise, there's nothing to write home about. I mean, once again, it's a cool novelty thing, try once. But this is probably one of the best packaging, best designed Oreos that I've seen in a while. And it is true to the advertisement. It is a Coke-flavored Oreo. And yeah, no, I appreciate what they were doing here. Super interesting. I don't mind them being experimental and trying weird things. It gives me an excuse to make more videos. But overall, I was going to say pleased with this cookie. Not very pleased with this cookie. I will finish them, though. They're not bad enough to where I want to throw them away, so I will finish them. And I will finish this drink, because this is a fabulous drink. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you picked up any of these random products. Let me know if you've ever tried a good old Coca-Cola. Let me know if you've tried Coke and milk. That was a combination I wasn't expecting. But thanks so much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.